side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go in, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Wants to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That type of pressure on the quarterback That's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. On the run, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They'll go back to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their...
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rival. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Leaves it with the running back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Here comes the offense on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On third and short, the run, and looking for the first down. He didn't get field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best corner.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 50...
Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. power football with the run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rush is on him, trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. From the 33, it's first and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires left. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. You know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little.
Turning it on! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
This juncture in the game, in the third quarter, you got a touchdown lead. After that play, I think you go ahead and kick it. You make this thing a two-possession game.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Martin. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Sayin. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Pass to 45. 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Back has it. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
If you're a running back and you know you got the ball on the 1-yard line, you are gluing that thing to your body and making sure I run downhill. The worst thing that could possibly happen is you putting it on the deck. Congratulations. It just happened. Man, what a stand by this defense.
Quickly complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Nittany Lions with 8 seconds and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Punch it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got room on the return. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this This one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football on multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
With the catch, it's Porter. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose. The 20. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I love it. Defense, not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. This offense starts deep in a hole. To the air, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got a man.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very...
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Jackson. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going back to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.